14,968. 14,968. That's what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about 14,968 people. 14,968 folks. 14,968. I want you all to remember that number. 14,968. I need to talk about this number right now. 14,968. Because according to Wikipedia, that's how many people have been murdered in Chicago between 1990 and 2012. 14,968. And from the rest of this video, I'm going to say 15,000. Let's say there's at least 50 unsolved murders, 50 bodies that they don't know nothing about. I'll bet you anything on that. There's at least 50 murders that ain't reported, ain't nobody thinking about. At least 50 niggas that's gone, nobody care about. And the main reason I'm making this video is because I was upset, like a lot of Americans and a lot of Chicagoans. I was upset when I saw that pretty little girl that sung at Barack Obama's inauguration. When I saw her picture and I heard how she was shot in the back by some coward that shot a little girl in the back from long distance, hopped the fence, jumped in the car and drove away. I was mad when I heard about that, man. I was hurt. And I did a lot of research about that. Little black girl, little pretty black girl. All the promise in the world. Probably didn't have a chance to fall in love. She's very pretty, seemed very intelligent, seemed like a sweet young lady, had a beautiful smile. Seemed like she had a great personality. I was very upset. And I still am. Trust me, I'm very upset about this little girl's death. But the reason I had to make this video right now, I'm not shaving. I don't look good. I probably look sleepy as hell because I haven't slept. I haven't slept a lot. This is upsetting me, Same with Trayvon Martin. When I first heard about Trayvon Martin, I was upset about that. I lost sleep about that. I got a little black boy that'll be 5 real soon. And I'm not even going to lie to you, man. I've shed tears about both of these kids, man. But the main reason, again, I'm making this video, I want to talk about the 15,000 that have been murdered in the street since 1990. Everybody talk about how bad the murder rate is and how bad everything is in Chicago. And I moved out the city, man. I moved back. I tried to move back to Chicago so many times. And the last time I left, I never really told my family the real reason I left, man. This last time, because I actually moved back to Chicago after I had worked on that documentary. A lot of y'all know that the Chicago police, they told me that if I released any of that documentary, because I had a lot of Chicago police on-duty officers on video, and it was illegal to record on-duty police officers in Chicago at the time, and a lot of my documentary was filming the police doing what they do in the neighborhood. But I actually moved back to Chicago after that. And the reason I left is because in a week, two of my niece's classmates were killed. But they weren't pretty like this little girl. And they actually were gang members. These young high school kids, they was about the same age as this little girl that got killed. But they was about the same age as her. And we all used to murders. If you're from Chicago, you're used to it, man. It's a part of the culture. You know, they glorify it. And the reason I left was because I was disgusted, man. You know, my nieces were real hurt about their classmates getting killed. But a lot of the family members minimized it, you know. They was little gangbangers, man. They blase blah woolly woo. It's the same conversation you hear all the time in Chicago. You know, them niggas did it to themselves, man. Them niggas is blah blah blah. It's better them than us. At least they took each other out. You know. And that's why I had to just turn on this. This is my cell phone. I actually dropped my camera. And I can't record with it anymore. But the main thing that I'm making this video about is the way that I'm offended, man. I'm absolutely offended. I've been watching videos for hours about the little girl. And like I say, she's beautiful. It hurts me that she's dead. It really does hurt me that she's dead. But it also hurts me about the 15,000. And I've been watching this coverage. And the last few videos I watched was basically, you know, the family and pastors and other people talking about why this is messed up. Why this is not like the other 15,000. She was smart. She took her final exams. She sang for the president. She wasn't a little hood rat bitch like the girls in my neighborhood. She was good. She hadn't slept with 10 dudes. She wasn't one of them girls that out there turning her neck and rolling her eyes, popping bubble gum. She wasn't one of the little boppers out there dancing to the music. She was a good girl. She did not deserve to die. Unlike the 14,000. And I can't even think of it. What is it? 800? I don't know. But the 15,000, another 15,000 that were killed. You know, she shouldn't have died, man. And now there's a $35,000 reward. We're going to pay y'all, man. Just tell us, man. We got to lock this dude up. This dude, you know, he got to get off the street because he ain't just killing niggas no more. He's killing black people, too. You know, a lot of black people, they find it real funny when Chris Rock does that little bit about how he hates niggas. And most black people hate niggas. And you know what? It's true. Most black people hate niggas. So I'm making this video for all the niggas that have died in Chicago. For the first time I ever heard about a murder. 1983, I was 5 years old. Christmas Day. It's a real easy day to remember. I was 5 years old, Christmas Day, we got a phone call. My auntie had been shot and killed while she was at work. She worked Christmas Day. It was a horrible decision for her. And she got murdered. I was 5 years old. I had to learn what murder was. I had to learn what it was that you would never see her again. And I was young. I didn't understand it. I didn't react the right way. And it was a really upsetting thing for me and my family. You know, I'm 5. They had to explain to me, no, she's not all right. No, you'll never see her again. You'll never see your aunt again. She is dead. So stop playing with your Christmas toys. Because now we have to mourn. That's just the first one I remember. It's not the last one, man. And again, it wasn't the death of those 2 young high school kids that made me leave Chicago. It was the reaction of my family and other black people that basically spit on these boys' graves. I don't know what it was that these young kids kill each other. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with some little girl. You know, they was both gangbangers, but from